Awaken puppets of Geppetto, and welcome fans, new and loyal, to the next installment of your Lies of P Overture DLC Easy to Follow Platinum Guide. Apologies for the brevity of the last video, the unexpected call. It happens at least once in every guide, so yeah, it is what it is, I guess. We're going to continue onwards now, past the Elixir Research Zone. So, onward! Lift the lever! From here you're going to go right for a motivity crank. Then onward, so this is an area we've already been. Onward, and there is a spewer down here. Just give me the old enhanced rope puppet string. Down here in the bottom left for a vivid chunk. And then to the right. And in here for GODDARD'S art supplies. This is for our blind benefit fraud painter. Back, and you can see there's a spewer. There is also a carcass in this room. So what I like to do is divide and conquer. There we are. Then there is a grindstone coating capsule at the far wall. These are very important for some of the later bosses as they get our perfection grindstone back. And you don't get too many in this game, so always good to pick those up. Down for the next room. 2 huggers, and more importantly, firstly, there is a cold sniper. There he is. So we're going to lure him away and then rope. Uh-oh. So as you can see, I am playing around this sniper. There we go. And we'll just Wolverine our way through the rest. And now inside, and there is a caged carcass. Easy bop. And then we're going to take the lift up. So here there is a spewer, you can see here. Then there's 2 carcasses inside these vats on the side, 1 on each side. And then the poker at the end. Label, Berserker Barrage! Not picking up the ground loot. Wolverine! Right, exit and right for a fire abrasive. Get the bow. And we're going to carefully, because remember that firing the bow does move you slightly, and we don't want to do is we definitely do not want to be moving down. So I'm using just R1s. There we go. Okay. Carefully maneuver around the rafters. If you're not comfortable, then don't do it, because this is only a crescent moonstone. Yes. There's 3 of them, I guess. And then we're going to go all the way across the top. As you can see, that's why we don't want to drop down there. There's a lot of enemies that we would have to deal with all at once. And that's no bueno. So keep going all the way over to here for a full moon? No, dark moon. And then keep going, we're going to head all the way to the end, because we're going to work from this side onwards. So you're going to plunge attack the spewer, which will of course miss, because why wouldn't it? And then heal the freeze. So what you're supposed to do is plunge attack, spewer, rope the sniper, and then you can deal with this last carcass separately. However, I missed the plunge attack and then it all went wrong. Right. Up here is a radiant Ergo chunk. Then this inner carcass is our next target. Now the good news is, ball and chain will not attack until we get close enough, so we can deal with everything else first. So with this one, that's why I deal with the first one inside, is because that second one there. Grab this half moonstone. There we are. So again, I'm going to leave the big guy till last. 2 huggers, half moonstone. So my notes say deal with the fast sniper first. And I think that's because if you hit this nearby, that leaves a sniper and 2 sniper and 2 spewers left. And if we can... No, I was going to say, I don't think you can lure one at a time. But what we are going to try and do... Okay, I don't want to go too far back to trigger big. Oh, I still have my buster. Beautiful. That is kind of the ideal case. If you're able to get the sniper without having to kill one of the spewers first, even better. But c'est la vie. Right. Far right desk for a miraculous recovery ampule. Continue out the area for the moment, because that's going to open a shortcut door. This is where we got the painting supplies. And that way, just in case anything goes wrong against the old ball and chain, the old big balls, then we have a shortcut to get back. Brownstone. 2, 3. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. That's not the grindstone. Berserker barrage! So much damage. Oh, of course, you run off there. And there we go. So, we defeat it for a quartz, and in the safe is the Genius Meister's pocket watch. So, this is a unique sellable. I think it's Klaus that really wants this for money. In shortcut to boss. Okay. So yep. So after that, so this way is going to be onwards for the next boss. So actually, instead of doing a run back, let's just pocket watch to the most recent. At the Stargazer. Level up. Add Ergo. Spend a vivid chunk for 1,500. That should give you enough to get 2 levels. If not, spend the lowest denominator to make sure you have 2 levels. And motivity +2 to get it to 41. Switch the cube's wishstone back to friendship, as we're going to have Alidoro with us for this fight. Now, you don't actually normally need to heal him, and if he gets downed because he is a plot-related character, you can actually press action on him to pick him back up. It definitely makes this fight a lot more achievable. So, cube wishstone to friendship, make sure that's equipped. Swap the claws for the booster axe. That's going to be more effective in this fight. Remove the bow. Put on the larder brake cartridge. And And then you want your liner to be the fiber reinforced, which is the slash benefit liner. And then last thing that you're going to do is you're going to equip the daylight wreathed horn. As Alidoro said, when we find the two-faced overseer, by blowing that horn, he will come to our aid. Yeah, rope is better than Aegis for this fight, as if you use enhanced rope at the right time, it stuns them out of an attack. So onward. Take out the spewer. And then we can come down to the right to our shortcut that we opened before. Straight across.
I think our test subject is behind that door.
Have the horn at
Where
the
else
ready.
could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy.
Open the door.
Right, now let's show this overseer who it's dealing with.
Spam the square button. There we go.
So this is where you've been hiding, abomination.
Oh. As you see, it's like a truck. Oh.
Keep pressing.
What's going on?
Watch out.
Rage mode. Uh-oh.
Over here.
Oh, lovely one, Ali.
Such
Feel out the door so I don't
I'll
have
put
to
this
pick
to
it
good use.
up. And there we go.
Now
Right.
it's our turn.
So I'm going to save my next grindstone for the next time it goes into rage mode.
This is your end.
But yeah, as you see, because we're doing this fight with Alidoro, it does rage mode. Let's
Watch out.
grindstone on.
Over here. Here. Now it's our turn.
Shouldn't need to heal Ali again. Attacks this time. There we go.
Wretched warrior.
Right. Drops the bloody cipher machine, which is an item for Alidoro back at the Tracker back at the Evencrad Hotel. and a full moon moonstone. Speak with the tracker, Alidoro.
A hard-fought victory over a dangerous opponent. May this crucial... my mission here.
Make sure that he's repeating himself. Equipment-wise, swap back to claw and bow combo. Swap your cartridge back to the Workshop Union finished cartridge +1. And head onwards for our next cutscene. Oh, we can take off the horn as well. Onwards for our next cutscene. Again, I recommend watch these cutscenes that I'm skipping for brevity of the video. Read the dialogue that I'm skipping for brevity. That's the only reason I'm skipping them. Onward for a stargazer. Have a rest. And we're going to talk to LUMACCHIO the douche.
Well, if it isn't the lad who stalks the legendary... Are you hurt anywhere?
So, timed, we're going to say she said nothing. He's going to ask us,
You're not.
did the leader
you
of
unharmed, my good fellow.
the sweepers say
Like
anything?
me,
We're
surely
going to say
you've
she
heard
said
of the
nothing, which is a
tragedy of the
lie,
Zelator
but we're not
underground
going to
facility.
treat LUMACCHIO to
Such
any
a loss.
truths.
And Veronica, I must know.
She said nothing.
I am truly...
We will feel some warmth for that.
The
Talk
Rose
to him
Estate.
about the Rose Estate.
But he can just pass
And he's
the
going to give us
ruins
the
of Tram
secret
station.
ruins key.
Not sure why. This...
Ask about this place, and just exhaust his dialogue,
I've
which
heard
I'm only
that.
skipping through again for video brevity. If you've not read it before, just take in the lore. Now that we've exhausted LUMACCHIO, we're going to warp to 19, the Zoo Tram Station. We're going to give the blind artist her art supplies.
Those steps. What have you there? Thank you. Now, I have very little to give in return, but have this as a
So we get a Demo chunk.
Now.
Make sure that
Now.
she is just repeating herself as we can continue on from there. Warp to Eventide Hotel Krat. And similar to Vanini with the cryptic ciphers, we have a similar thing with ciphers with the tracker Alidoro. So
You
come
made
over,
it out of the underground. Speaking decrypted, if I might, any enemy.
decrypt a cipher machine, hand over the bloody cipher machine,
Let's unlock it and see. We're in luck. This reminds me. Most people thought.
and these are basically ciphers about secrets of Krat that don't make sense. So it's almost like myths or legends. And what we're doing is basically uncovering that the organization is behind the deaths of pretty much everyone prominent in Krat who could have opposed them.
Any enemy of the... I'm
And now just
unsure. I have
exhaust
no idea. Very little.
his dialogue.
Since Leah, perhaps.
He's going to tell you that tell you more about Leah and that she has the petrification disease.
I gave Leah. Please. Have
Another gold coin tree, and Romeo's
I worry
disappearance.
if you
finally.
can.
Okay, that's him exhausted. Head over to Klaus. Talk to Klauski.
Oh, you know, my duty...
Sell the Genius Meister's pocket watch for 22,000 Ergo. We're going to refill our Fable. Or recharge, refill. And then into the chair. Upgrade. And we're going to continue with our survivability. Upgrade lower damage while dodging, which will upgrade both of those nodes. So lower damage while dodging is what we're upgrading. That's going to come in very handy for the upcoming boss fight. I say upcoming, we've got to go through a whole section first. Head up. It's been a minute, so let's gather fruit. So you'll see the gold seed. You can see a little golden glow, a pot where the golden seed was planted. That will do nothing until we have finished the DLC. Gather the gold coin fruit. Purchase. So that's 12 plus 3, so actually you only need 3 and 9, but friendship is what we use the most, so I don't mind having 3 and 12. 3 and 9 is enough here. So I'm going to get another advance. And now at the Stargazer, level up motivity, all 4 levels to make it 45. And then teleport 1 to the Hall of Adventure. So this particular cipher and this myth is about Colonel Little and the rumours that he was killed by a crocodile. However, what we're going to find out is that he was actually killed by alchemists. He was murdered by alchemists and not killed by a crocodile. So, up the right steps. 2 carcasses. Nope. That's more like it. So, pop that carcass, then inside there's 2 more. And now check the mouth of the crocodile. This only appears if you've seen the cipher. Press the button. Bah! And obtain. Confession, Crocodile Necropsy Report. And this will show that there's no way that that crocodile actually killed Colonel Little. Now you've done that, warp back to Eventide. And we're going to report back to Alidoro, the tracker.
Any enemy of the...
Report about the secret of the mountain
You
crocodile.
invested...
And he will give you the whirlwind amulet. Not that we'll ever use it, but we're going to solve all of the ciphers.
Any enemy of the...
And he should now be fully exhausted in dialogue. And now we're ready to warp to 3-1 Ancient Ruins Excavation Site. Right, onward we go. Bow at the ready.
You could say we found a silver lining. Because it's, You know what? Never mind. Mine. Nice to know the tram's not the only way out, huh?
Rope dogs. Grab the Fable Catalyst. That should, when you grab it, should always bring this puppet to activity. I don't know why, but it does. And then finally, this remaining puppet. Down, and you're going to enhanced rope the hammer puppet. Grab this throwing cell. Into the tunnel and rope. Is that supposed to be enhanced rope? Yes, enhanced rope, that mini robo. Bow at the ready, make sure it's full. Inside, and you're going to use the bow on this alarm robot. And that way we don't have to worry about these other mining bots aggroing onto us. Because here in the back is a rock thrower. These suck. They are horrible, they do so much damage, you can't enhance rope them, they just suck. So what you're going to do is you're going to rush it and you're going to Fable. There we go. Grab Vivid Chunk. Get backstab on the mining bot. And the same on this one. Grabbing the special purification ampule. Special chunk. Onward. Enhanced rope mini robo? No. Oh, crying out loud. Just want to enhance rope. There we go. That was so much harder than it needed to be. Enhanced rope mini robo. On the bridge, you're going to see a doggo appear. Since my rope didn't work, I just went for backdashes. Right, down we go. Enhanced rope to hammer time bot. Grab this electric blitz canister. Inside.
I'm here! Over here!
Grab this electric blitz abrasive and talk to Brain Friend, the Crusher puppet.
Hello? Yes, surprise. Anyway, it's terribly aggravating.
Make sure that the Crusher puppet is repeating itself. Continue on for a Stargazer. Right. Teleport, press triangle to go to the main game, and you're going to warp to 5-2 the Marlem district, so the Red Lobster shortcut, as this is the cheapest place where we can purchase throwing cells and thermites. as we've got some of these distant rock throwers, and they take 3 throwing cells each. So that we can navigate the area much safer. Inside. Up ladder.
Oh, I sure would. Of course I...
Purchase. Now you want to purchase so that you have up to 21 in total throwing cells. 3 lots of 7. So I've got 2, so I need 19. There we go. So I've got 21 of those in total. Same again for thermite. If you need to spend some ergo to make this, then that's fine. But 7 and 14 is what you're looking for both of these. And then any remaining money you've got, just buy as many shot puts as you can. There we go. Now we're going to teleport back. Press triangle again until you get to the forgotten time. And 3 to the Ergo mining site. Right, equipment. Swap to the booster axe, and for weight swap your cartridge to the larder brake cartridge, and that will keep you under 60%. Usable items, you don't need the cube. You're going to equip your throwing cells. And now. That's what we're aiming for there. There's a rock thrower that I'm locked onto. 3 throwing cells. There we are. Now the bow, we're going to take out this sentry. Oh no. Oh, that was bad. So that's what we're trying to avoid, so that we don't end up mobbed. Thankfully, it only alerted those 2, so it's not quite as catastrophic as that could have gone. But yes, me missing the follow-up shot was pretty annoying there. Right. Pop here for a resplendent chunk. Throwing cells, and careful to get range for 3 throwing on the next rock thrower, which is that one up there, the one that I'm locked onto there. However, I'm conscious of this sentry bot, so I think what we're going to do is... No. Oh, Drew, you fluffed it. I should have just done 2 charged attacks, but no. Well, at least I'm showing you what happens when you don't do this right. There we go. all of that so much harder than it needed to be. I think even in my blind playthrough, I didn't once have the sentries trigger. So, bad on me, but just back away. And then, yeah, we're just going to get to a point here where we can safely go 1, 2, 3. So down here is an advanced crank and a half moonstone. There's the advanced crank. Here's the half moonstone. Up. Now there's 2 dogs here. To the right is a saw dog. To the left is a bomber dog. So what you want to do is you want to come up here, rope dog, bop. There we go. Grab this crescent moonstone. Get the bow. Onward. Where is the drone? There it is. There we go. So those explode either in your face or when you kill them with the bow. Or when you kill them full stop. So use the bow. Right. Now priority here. Down and open this shortcut. Grab this Legion magazine. Now you're going to use all of your tools for this next elite. This really sucks. He puts mines on the floor, does so much damage. It's horrific, but it is what it is. But yeah, look at the damage that it just does. Right, grindstone on. But yeah, you can see the mines that it's putting on the floor. Stop it with the mines. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. Ugh. Okay, just put grindstone on the roof. There we go. There we go. But yeah, enemies are horrific. Drops resplendent chunk guaranteed. Collect the Fable Catalyst. And then open the safe for a Genius Legion plug. Up the ladder. If you really need to, then you can rest at the Stargazer. You just have to take out the sentry and the first 2 workers, and then you can take this shortcut. In fact, that is what we're going to do, because I want to have my grindstone effects back. Have a rest. Thankfully that elite does not respawn. See? Critical hit. That's what's supposed to happen. Because then what you can do for this is you get a great shot on first, and then he's mostly defeated, and you can actually finish the first one with the bow if you wish. However, we're just going to go axe. There we go. Now we're going to go up the ladder. Get the Hymn of the Zealots. This is going to give you a bit of information about the Anguished Guardian boss later on. We're going to take the lift across, and because we've reset, one of the rock throwers is going to less than kindly throw rocks. Doesn't always, but it has more than not. Drop onto this platform for this ladder, which is going to get you a miraculous enhancement ampule. Roll off. Use the bow. Switch. And then we're going to enhanced rope on this hammer time. We wanted to lure it away so that we didn't have to worry about this miner at the same time. There we go. Pop the worker carpet. On first to grab this antifreeze ampule. And then back. Drop. Use the bow. We're going to take out these bomb barrels. And then onwards for a pink butterfly. Which will drop you a full moonstone of the Covenant. Grab this attribute purification ampule, and then here you need to be aware a cart is going to come down. So the whole point is that you see this and you, ooh, a chest, and then that. Open the chest for an ancient disc. Onward, grab the sawtooth wheel ×4, and then talk to our brain friend, the Crusher Popsicle.
Oh, I missed your company. You'll never believe it. Sorry.
Exhaust the dialogue till he's repeating. And onward, up, grindstone coating capsule. Up. And there's a saw doggo here. Always rope the dog. And then there's another one here to the left. And that one we should be able to get the bow for the win there. Okay, there's a drone to the left. Might not be exactly where it was for me, but it will be somewhere in that area in the sky. So take out the drone. It's just the one drone. Drone, chest, yes. And then we need to open this chest, as this is DLC weapon 7 of 10, Archie's Guardian Blade. backwards. Sort of. No, I think it's a note issue. Grab this Legion mag. And equip saw blades. We have one of the banes of my existence. I'm going to put on the cataclysm. We have the shield puppet. Now, be careful, you can get knocked off this bridge as well. There he is. So I'm using all of those. Right. So by fighting it in here, oh wow, yep. I was going to say by fighting in here we don't have to worry about falling off, but there we go. I hate them so much. But yes, fighting it here means you don't have to worry about getting knocked off the edge and having to work your way all back around. Have your bow at the ready. Cross the bridge. And before you do, we'll crush a puppet. You can see that there's 2 drones coming to follow. And I think they're actually a trap. So I was like, this wall is clearly breakable. And it even says there's strange noises from behind it. So I was like, the drones can do that. No, you can only deal with this with the cipher that we're going to get later.
I need your help. Follow my voice.
Right. Chat to Brain Friend inside Crush a Puppet, and we're going to get our 4th gesture. So exhaust all the dialogue, and you're going to get the Doubt gesture. Gesture 4 of 8 from the DLC. Okay. So yeah, this wall later on will come back for the cipher. Onward for the Craft Mysteries Spider Cave puppet. And then up this ladder, and we're going to unlock a shortcut to the first stargazer of this area. So just check the dog's not following you. Have a rest. Level up capacity to 56. Right. Equip. Actually, firstly, switch the cube wish stone to your choice of advance or recovery. I'm going to do recovery for extra healing. Equip the cube and equip fire abrasive. And my timer reminder's gone off, so that'll do for here. So we're nearly done in this area. We're about to fight the secret boss of the DLC, the pre-metamorphic green hunter, which is the puppet devouring green monster that we fight in Chapter 7 of the main game. This is the earlier version of it. So we're about to do that fight, and then we're going to move onward to finish off this area, and that we'll do this in the next video. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I've clearly done something right, so please drop me a like on the video, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It really does mean the world to me. Every single follower, every single view, comment, I really, really do appreciate it. You're all amazing. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to see you in the next video, and until I do, bye for now.